if the fourth chin hair of the drummer of Shame was God's auntie's neighbor's dog's wolf? Now there were a few moments on this album that I thought were genuinely really kind of awesome and interesting and creative, but unfortunately for the most part, like for the majority of this album, I just personally found it to be some really just kind of by the numbers, average and forgettable post-punk music that just didn't really excite me that much. But I will say there were a couple tracks and a couple moments in particular that I just thought were really well executed, which I'll get into in just a minute. But yeah, ultimately there wasn't really a whole lot about Songs of Praise that I thought really made it stand out in the sea of post-punk albums that, you know, exist. This is mainly the case for the album's latter half, like tracks like 6 to the end, all of them pretty much I just thought were really dull. But tracks 1 to 5, the opening half I thought was relatively strong actually. I thought the opening track, it kicks things off fine. The guitar riff in the first half of this track I thought was kind of redundant and a bit annoying. Like during the first verse, the guitar riff that gets repeated, it gets pretty stale pretty quick, but the whole song like fucking changes up. And there's one part, the part where it's all like, just one step. That part right there, when it gets all like ominous and creative and like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the way he pulled that off, I thought was fucking awesome. And then from that point all the way to the end, it just kept like building and getting super aggressive. I was like, holy, this build is tight. Like this opening track, it really picked off in the second half. It got really creative at the end. It just started off a little bit shaky in my opinion, but the second track, Concrete, is a fiery post-punk anthem with some explosive instrumentation and some really nice, just kind of snarky lyrics and vocal performances that I really enjoyed. Just gave it a lot of character. And the third track, On Rizla, probably the best track on the album. The track is actually called One Rizla. But yeah, I call it On Rizla, not the entire video, so yeah, I'm sorry. I just think in general it's just the most well executed and most refined track here. The hook in particular is just stellar in my opinion. And then there's The Lick, which is a really weird song. It kind of feels a little bit shoo-shoo inspired to me, like a shoo-shoo post-punk song. Just with the creepy tone it gives up in the dude's voice, just kind of sounds like something that you would typically see on like an album like Dear God I Hate Myself or some shit. Like it's really unsettlingly just kind of looming and eerie. There was one part that I thought was just a little bit annoying. Like the part where it's like relatable, not debatable, relatable, not debatable. It's like, what the fuck you do? But yeah, outside of that though, just yeah, there was just not really much that really stuck with me. It was just kind of a forgettable, by the numbers, run-of-the-mill post-punk album that I just thought just kind of played. It was cool, some decent riffs, some decent hooks. It was just like, alright. Yeah, it's cool. Like Donk, the track Donk, the song is called fucking Donk. But yeah, it was very, in my opinion, just kind of inconsequential and just kind of subpar. The track that comes after, I think it's after, it could be, I forget where it is on the album, but the song Gold Hole, I thought this was just kind of like an awkward love song with some solid instrumental progressions here and there, but I just thought the way it fit in context with the album, its placement, I just thought was just a bit awkward, and I just didn't think it really worked. The final track, Angie, is it? Yeah, Angie. Whilst it did feature some really really eclectic and just kind of just wild and kind of interesting vocal work from the lead singer or singers. I'm not sure if it's one or two. It sounds like there's two. Like on numerous tracks, like on Concrete, I distinctly remember hearing like two different voices, but that could have been just him doing like a different inflection or something. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, even though the vocals on this final track are quite eclectic, I kind of feel as if this song kind of just overstays its welcome a little bit. And by the end, it just kind of got a little bit stale. It just kind of left a bit of a sour taste as the closer. But yeah, overall, if you are a post-punk fan, give this album a try. There are some interesting ideas on it, especially in the first half. I think this should definitely be on your list of albums to check out. I would recommend trying it. But ultimately, I just thought it was just a little bit too plain and just too by the numbers for me to really get into it. It just could have used more exciting like flair and character to really grab me, but I just thought it was just a little bit just kind of bland overall. Unfortunately, I feel like a 6. It was okay. I didn't mind it. It was decent. I did enjoy some tracks in the first half, like that On Rizla track I thought was really enjoyable, so that was great. I did get some cuts from the thing I thought were really nice, but ultimately it was nothing really stunning to me, but hey, it's pretty good. It's worth a try. That's how I'm feeling about this new Shame album, Songs of Praise. Thanks for watching. Bye.